Hello, amazing people. Happy Wednesday. Hello. I hope everybody is having an amazing day. Um, I'm feeling amazing, and I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great, and I hope everybody else is too. Um, I really today, like, I really wanted to come and have a conversation that I think is very, very needed. Hey Nate, come on in. You know what I want to say. I want to thank the people that are nominating me for stuff. I've been nominated for so much stuff this year, and I just want to thank the people that are nominating, that are tagging me, and all type of stuff. I just want to thank you so much to the people that's sharing my videos, sharing my content. Like, I appreciate you more than you will ever know. Hey Sean, hey Kevin, Victor, how are y'all today? How y'all feeling? Hey, Kevin, blessings to you. Thank you so much. Um, okay, Quincy. Um, Oliver, hold on. Let's get Oliver out of here. Stop inviting me. Oh, wow. Okay, Oliver. God bless you. God bless you, Oliver. We're gonna block you so you don't get any more of this. Blessed and blocked. Oliver is blessed and blocked. Hello, but we're not about to let that ruin our day, baby. We're not about to do that. Um, so hey, Tanea, Jasmine, hey. How y'all feeling? I want to know how y'all feeling in the comments. How y'all feeling today? Okay, street lawyer. All right, shout out to you. Um, I've really wanted to come, today. It's been on my heart since we did the live last night, right? And we did the live, and I was, talking about, the situation with, the young woman, the woman, I don't know if she's young or old, but the woman that has 5 kids, that was displaced, homeless, and things like that. Um first thing is first, right? We definitely need people around us that hold us accountable. Accountability is big, taking responsibility is big, right? A lot of people were questioning me as a motivational speaker and encourager, mostly Black women. They're like, what kind of encouragement is that? You're supposed to be a motivational speaker. That doesn't bother me. I know who I am. I think the sad part is, though, is how we don't expect people to take accountability, how we don't hold people accountable, and we allow people to stay in victim stage. And not saying that we can control what people do. I'm not saying that. But having a background of working with people in the community, and I know some people in the comments have worked with people in the community as well. You have people that want help, but you also have those same people that want help that are helping themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Then you have the people that don't really want the help, don't need the help, but abuse the help, right? I'm not saying that this is that woman's situation. But what I'm saying is, in situations, you have to be willing to help yourself as well. You have to be trying to do something. I've seen a lot of people making excuses for her because she has 5 children. I know women that have came to me that have 5 children. That's like, listen, I can't afford daycare. I can't do this. And they are working from home. They have employment working from home. What I'm seeing is, and when I'm talking about the accountability part in things, when you have people around you that truly care about you and love you, they're holding you accountable with love. When I hold people accountable, it's not to come at people because I think I'm better or I think I'm higher, because I'm not. I come to people like, listen, I've been there. But let me tell you what I did when I was homeless. I was focused on getting a place. I wasn't focused on nothing else. Let me tell you something. If you talk to some of these people that work at shelters and work at different places, They will tell you the things that go on in these places, and you will be surprised. Like, what's going on? Who can get dressed and go out and party knowing that them and their kids are homeless? Who can do this? Who can do that? Your main focus should be getting back on your feet. My opinion. That's what I did. I'm not saying I always been that person though, baby. I have not always been that person. I was 19, and 20 years old. My priorities were not together. I'm glad I had people that helped me get my priorities together. You see what I'm saying? I didn't know some things. So they helped me. And I didn't look at it like you know, me calling somebody and borrowing some money to get my lights back on. I didn't take that as them saying, well, you need to prioritize some things. You need to make sure your bills is paid first. That was something I needed to hear at 19 years old. That was something I needed to be taught. I wasn't mad at the person that said that to me. I promise you, I was not mad at that. I needed that information to be who I am today. You see what I'm saying? People look at things like that as a bad thing. I asked that woman, I'm like, where are your children's fathers? Why aren't you working? I'm asking questions that make sense. Those questions, were offensive to some people. I'm like, why aren't you reaching out? There's services in Georgia. I just referred some women to some services to get childcare, to get housing, a whole bunch of things. There's services available. So it's like, what's the backstory that you're not utilizing the services? And then another thing, some people have abused services to the point where they can't even utilize them no more. You see what I'm saying? Me and a few other people, we work with people that are misplaced, right? In dangerous situations sometimes. So sometimes, well, I one time we had to place a woman in a hotel until there was room in the shelter. So all of us, we chip in, to do the necessary things that are needed at that moment. So we chipped in to get this woman, a room, and things like that. So with that being said, we turn around on social media and we see the woman told us she was being abused. We seen her on social media in the hotel room live with the man that she said was abusing her. And we're sitting up there like, hold up, like, I think we just got played. Because if you were being abused by this man, why would he be in the hotel room with you and you going live and you talk about how you so in love with him and y'all gonna work things out, this, that, and the third? Do I don't think people understand that we could have used that money to put, somebody else up, or to be able to help somebody else in a situation. So we have to think about, things like that as well. And I know everybody don't think about stuff like that, but we have to think about things like that as well. What I want to come across is that, yes, I'm an encourager. Yes, I'm a motivational speaker, but people are looking for a motivational and an encourager that's going to talk to the victim inside of them. And there's a way that you do that. I'm not going to talk to the victim inside of somebody and hold you back. My reasoning of even speaking on the situation yesterday with the woman with the 5 kids were the kids. You see what I'm saying? When we don't speak up about certain situations, and I've said this before, when we don't speak up about stuff and be real with people, the kids get affected. In this situation, the kids are affected. The kids are displaced. But it's like, what can the mom do to get them in a better situation? What can she do to do better for her children? You see what I'm saying? And when we don't hold people accountable, people can give all day. But giving to somebody, how is the situation going to change? Is that person going to take the help and apply the help to be in a better situation? That's the key. Come on, we all know people that will come to us and, oh, can I borrow this? Can I do this? Can I do that? But then you see them taking their money and doing things, you know what I mean, doing other things, but not handling their responsibilities. I feel like we have a duty to start speaking up about things like this. I don't care about, who comes at me. I'm worried about children in the situation. I'm worried about people doing better. You see what I'm saying? When families are in situations like that, it affects the children big time. We have to, us as individuals, we have to have our priorities together when we are parents. We have to have our priorities together for the children. If you see somebody or you're close to somebody, and this is something I noticed, for some reason, people don't like to hold Black women accountable for different things. In parenting, this is one of them. People will sit by and see kids be neglected, see kids be abused, and won't say a word, won't call child service, won't do anything, will not be a voice for those children. They will see situations where the mom's trying to keep the kids from the dad, from seeing the dad's family. You feel what I'm saying? And won't say anything. That I'm not saying that you can change what somebody's doing, but sometimes the things that you say to somebody will get them to thinking a way that they weren't thinking before. Sometimes sometimes you're in a position, in a place where you witness a situation, so you are able to bring a clear um thought and opinion and view to the situation. Don't think that all situations, some situations, yeah, you're not supposed to say nothing. You're supposed to observe. But sometimes, especially when there's a child, when children are involved, we gotta speak up for them children. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't know what it is about having those hard conversations. And especially with us Black women. It's like, why do we get so offended? What are we offended for when people are just telling us to get our priorities together? It's like people are so afraid of that. I'm not afraid to tell somebody to get their priorities together. I'm not afraid for I'm going to be open to somebody telling me to get myself together. You feel what I'm saying? If somebody see me lacking somewhere, I'm gonna preach. Thank you, because you don't know what somebody may be going through mentally, that they're not even thinking about that. People can be depressed, and you can come and say, and I'm not saying like, oh, go get your priorities together. No, there's young girls I've mentored that I had to let these young girls know, and I had to be real. Listen, sis, them food stamps is for your kids. What is you selling them food stamps for? To go get an outfit, to go get something cute, to go out this weekend, and your kids, those are for your kids. Get you a deep freezer, stock that deep freezer up. Make sure you got cases of water or cases of Huggies. Make sure that refrigerator's full, baby. It was my duty, because I've been a young mom. I've been a mom since I was 15 years old. It was my duty to go ahead and plant that seed for those children. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like people will sit up here and come against that. How? How do you do that when children are involved? You can't sit up here and make excuses. People were making excuses for, oh, well, who's going to watch her 5 kids? I know people with 5 kids that work. I know people with 5 kids that work. I know people with 8 kids that work. They got daycares everywhere. I see people advertising for new enrollment all the time. But people gotta want it. People gotta want it. It's so many of our children in our community out here suffering, y'all. And y'all know some of them. Y'all know they're your kids' friends. They come over, they be hungry. They eat their food so fast, like somebody gonna take it. Or just that they're so hungry. And that breaks my heart. That breaks my heart in our community. If a Black man was out here being a deadbeat, it's gonna be on a billboard. It's gonna be on TV. It's gonna be plastered on social media with 1,000 comments. But why, when women are abusive and deadbeat moms, people don't want to say nothing? Don't want to say nothing. They want to call other people, talk about, oh well, oh my goodness, she left her kids in the house by herself, and Anything could happen to those kids. Why aren't we calling CPS? Why aren't we calling the police? Why aren't we reaching out to a family member, letting somebody know she left the kids in the house by herself? What if, I don't know if people think, but this is just how my brain works, baby. I'm thinking about what could happen inside that house with them children in there by themselves. Anything could happen. God forbid an accident could happen. And how many people knew they was in there by themselves and didn't say nothing, gossiped about it, but didn't try to help resolve the problem at all. Didn't reach out to nobody, didn't call the police or nothing. They just gossiped about it. Do you know how many kids have died in a house fire being in the house by themselves? How many kids have wandered off being in the house by themselves? I don't know if we're thinking like that or thinking that far. We can't just sit up here and crucify Black men for being deadbeat dads. We got to start holding these Black women accountable too. The kids are suffering on a whole nother level. Kids should not be hungry. Kids should not be sitting up roaming around all day by themselves, all the way down somewhere. I watched a video on TikTok, and these three guys was at a convenience store standing out front, and a little baby walked up. And it's like, who baby is this? Nobody called. No, I mean, the guys walked over to the nearest place. Like, anybody know this baby? How does that happen? What if they wasn't upstanding guys? You see what I'm saying? The rate of kids being taken. Come on, it's like we got to do better, and we can't sit up here and be afraid to hold people accountable or be afraid to tell people the truth. Or why is it an uncomfortable conversation to be a voice for children? Why is it uncomfortable? Why is it uncomfortable to just tell somebody, get yourself together? If they take the advice, they do it. If they don't, they don't. But it hurts our community for real, for real. When people sit up and uphold. I'm just gonna share this. In our community, you will hear people tell Black men, stop having all them kids. Oh my gosh, she got all them kids. Who's saying that the Black women that got all these kids are different men and can't take care of them and keep on popping them out? Having another baby and your one baby's in foster care. Your kids is in foster care. Who's saying something? Who's speaking up? Because it's an uproar when it's a Black man, but it's a silence and a gossip when it's Black women doing it. And it don't help the children. It don't help the kids. Who's sitting up telling their girlfriend, well, maybe, you're struggling taking care of these two kids. Maybe you should not have no more kids because you're already struggling. People don't have that conversation. I wonder why. Why aren't we having that conversation? I was 19 years old with two kids, baby, two different babies' dads. And let me tell you something. I was like, baby, I can't have no more. I'm trying to take care of these two. I wouldn't even think about having no more. I got to take care of these two, baby. I got to get them together. I can't bring another one in this world. I can't hardly take care of them. And 19 years old, I'm getting $211 in cash assistance every 2 weeks. So I got to do something with myself. I'm sitting there like, this ain't enough. I can't, I'm not comfortable just sitting here. I went and got my CNA. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't really trust people with my kids. So guess what I did? I worked 11 to 7. I took my kids to my grandmom and my aunt at night. And then when I got off in the morning, I picked my kids up in the morning. You do what you got to do. And I'm not saying that situation is going to be ideal for everybody, but you can't be out here making excuses. I mean, come on. Come on. We can't keep making excuses about stuff. You make excuses about your priorities, but you make no excuses when it comes to other things that are not priorities. Come on now. We have to get it together in our community. Our community. We can't sit up here and be like, oh, she got 5 kids. Who gonna watch her kids? Who told her to have 5 kids? So you're going to use the fact that you got 5 kids that you cannot provide for yourself. You cannot provide for your children. Come on. Come on. You got to do what you got to do. You got to. You got to. Yeah, Timothy, it's like, come on. Like when we gonna sit up here and get it together? It's cool. It's cool to be in a situation, right? Everybody need help. Everybody need help. I've needed help before. I haven't always got my priorities together. But I had to learn from them situations, baby. I had to learn when the lights was cut out when I was 19. Like, baby girl, you got to make sure you pay your bills first. I had to learn that. Uh-huh. I had to learn when I went into a shelter when I was younger, with my kids. Like, come on, at the end of the day, some people's getting put out because they ain't paying their rent, they ain't doing what they gotta do. And when you hit that situation, you can't be no victim in that situation. You got to think back, okay, I got put out, I wasn't paying my bills. The next place I got to get myself together, baby. I got to make sure that I pay the bills first. So I don't never get here no more. So I don't never revisit this. I have to get it together. I have children that depend on me. That's all I'm sitting up here saying. I understand people need help. I understand life happens. I get it. I've been there through a lot of it. I've been there and help other people do it. But when do we take accountability? When do we say we're gonna get it together? When do we come to the table and be real with us and say I messed up? I wasn't doing this. I wasn't doing that. Instead of out here practically begging people for help. If you have no money and someone comes and gives you $3,500, that's a blessing. You can take that and make some moves with that. You could take that and make some moves with that. That can help you get on your feet. You could start doing something. There's so many programs. There's still rental assistance um programs in Georgia. There's different programs in Georgia that help people. There's programs everywhere that help people. You have to call around. You know what I mean? See what help is available. See what you qualify for. See what's going on. But get up. Do something. I'm just saying, for me, if that was me in a hotel with my kids, let me tell you something, baby. I'm gonna get on that computer and I'm gonna find me some work I can do from that computer. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna call around and try to get some childcare. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna call, my kids' other family, see if anybody can help watch, somebody help out for a little bit. I need to get myself back on my feet for my kids. I need to do what I need to do for my kids. That's what's important. Me having a home for my kids. Me pulling myself together for my kids. Yes, key accountability is big, but we can't keep running around here wanting to be the victim and using different excuses. I got 5 kids. I'm homeless. That's only going to work for so long. And I'm only speaking on that because, when I came and asked certain questions, people, try to come for me. You can't come for me. I done been there. You feel what I'm saying? I've been there. You got to take accountability. You can't come with some sob story. And no, I'm not listen. I've had a brain tumor for 8 years. I have not let it stop me. I have not let it stop me. I haven't. And I'm not saying everybody's me. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I could have used my brain tumor as an excuse to lay in bed every single day. Every single day. With my painful migraines all type of stuff. I could have used that, baby. I'm just coming to be real. I didn't use that to lay in the bed every day and to make an excuse. I used it as fuel. I went back to school, got my GED. I enrolled in college. I have so many certifications. It's crazy. I let it push me though, because I just wasn't going to lay there and be nothing. My kids are watching me. My nieces and nephews are watching me. It's too many people watching for me. I don't want my kids to make excuses. That's me though. I don't want my kids to make excuses. I want my kids to make moves. I want them to make moves. They ain't giving out Section 8 no more. That's not true. That's not true. Like 2 or 3 Section 8 lists just opened up. That's not true. In every county, no, some counties are not accepting people porting their voucher, but their assistance program, listen, I do this every single day, y'all. That's why some days I'm not going live like that, because I'm on the phone trying to find people placement. Some cities have programs, y'all, rental assistance programs. It's not a Section 8 voucher, but it's a program where they will help you pay your bills for 3 or 4. They will help you pay your rent for 3 or 4 months so you get on your feet. Yes, they will. I just got a woman down in Charlotte in that program. They helped her pay her rent for 3 or 4 months till she get on her feet. There are programs you have to call. You have to call around and ask. You definitely have to do that. There's tax credit properties. You see what I'm saying? There's properties that go by your income. It's resources out here. It's resources out here. Definitely. Somebody proposed to you, Sha. Who proposed? I didn't even see that, Patty. I don't even know what you're talking about. I didn't even see nobody propose. A John Doe just proposed to you. His name is actually John Doe. I tell you, it's deep accountability. Yeah, I don't even know. I didn't even. My mind's not even there. My mind is really, you know, people, getting it together. You know, I've spent time in the foster care system. Um, I've done foster care, for many years. I've taken in kids outside of foster care, you know, and I've seen the damage. I've seen the damage. I've seen the damage. I've seen the hurt. I see the pain. Um, so it's really near and dear to me. This conversation about accountability. You know, Kenny, you're right. That's you. Everybody doesn't have the type of mind frame to get up, and I get that. I promise you. I've been depressed before where I didn't get out the bed. You feel what I'm saying? Until somebody gave me some words of encouragement. Till somebody gave me a mirror to look at myself. You feel what I'm saying? Like, accountability is so powerful. Taking responsibility is powerful. Being able to admit when you're wrong is powerful. I promise you. And by reading, some of the comments on my post on the live last night, it's just like, wow, this is really how, people think, but people think on their level. You feel what I'm saying? Like, sometimes that's just how people are, and that's how people think. You know, I don't think that way though. You know what I mean? I'm accepting of correction. You know what I mean? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm gonna come to you. You don't gotta look for me, baby. I'm gonna come to you and be like, I was wrong. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. If I'm not taking care of my kids and somebody comes to me like, Charlotte, Kimi, like, get yourself together. Like, what is you doing? You going out every week? You doing this? You know what I mean? Your kids is here. Your kids is there. I'm gonna be like, you know what? You're right. I can't even argue with that. But you have people that want to argue with the truth. You see what I'm saying? You have people that's not receiving of those type of conversations. You do have that. You do. You do have that. Don't let me come at you. They'll be all right. They better about themselves. Yeah, I mean, people, gonna want to help themselves. They gotta want to help themselves. They got to. You can try all day long, to help somebody sometimes. And the crazy thing about it, the people that really need the help and appreciate it, 9 times out of 10, they don't even get the help. They don't even get the help. Usually the people that get the help is the people that's gonna abuse the help. That don't even really, want the help. You know what I mean? That ain't even looking to do better. Like it's wild. The issue is no one likes to be wrong. Actually, I agree with you. I agree with you, but it's crazy to me to see so many black women sit up and like support support the fact that this woman has 5 kids and no child care. So, what do y'all expect her to do? What does everybody else do that has kids? Like it was so mind blowing. Like, oh, y'all bashing her. What? Bashing? But see, that's the thing too. People will feel like because you correct them or you say something, you're bashing them or you're coming down or you're judging them. And that's not it at all. I love you. I want you to get yourself together. I may have some resources that can help you, but it's like that's the world we live in. I guess when people get it, they'll start getting it. But also I want to add that at the end of the day, people have to understand that only you have to live with the consequences. If I would have sat up there and I would have told people I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, I got a brain tumor, I'm gonna lay here. Listen, baby, people could have kept telling me all day long to get up, do this, do that. Even when my children was little, I had a brain tumor. I still had to take care of them. I still had to do, what I mean, do what I had to do. But my thing was, if I wouldn't have got up and did what I had to do for me, y'all, the consequences would have only affected me. And that's what people have to understand. You could sit up here and you could act like a victim all day long. You could blame the fact that things is the way they is because you got 5 kids. You could blame it on whatever you want to blame it on. But let me tell you something. The results only affect that person. Only affect that person. And that's it. That's it. Somebody was like, "Oh, well, you gonna watch your 5 kids?" I said, the children are not my responsibility to watch." But it blows my mind that you would even say that. That's not my responsibility. But if it was a black man, y'all would have a different energy. It would be a different energy because there's a huge double standard. There's a huge double standard that people do not want to acknowledge. Huge double standard. hmm I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she has a mental problem or not. I'm not sure. If she does, I hope that she gets help. You know what I mean? The help that she needs and things like that. Um, and I also pray that, she does, get herself together and get on her feet and get a home, for her and her children. I hope that for her too. I hope that for her too. But us as people, sitting up and supporting people making excuses and that are not trying to, help themselves, that doesn't help people. That doesn't help people when we do that. It just doesn't. Some people are just stuck in the system and that's all they know. Foster care is serious. Thanks for being a body of support, Charlotte. Purpose driven. Thank you, Patty. Yeah, I'm selling you. I've definitely seen it. I've seen children have cried to me Like my mom don't even want me. How does she have a whole nother child? Think about that kind of burden on your heart and on your mind at 12 years old. Think about that burden that child. It hurt my heart to hear something like that. At 12 years old, a child is sitting up stressed and worried, hurt and in pain, thinking about I'm in foster care and my mom had another baby. Yep. Things people don't talk about. We don't talk about that spectrum. We too focused trying to tear black men down. Too focused trying to highlight what the black man do wrong. Baby, is so many kids out here hurting because they are fatherless and motherless. Not just fatherless, baby, motherless too. Those are the conversations we do not have. Those are the things people are forbidden to talk about. A 12-year-old should never have to sit up and feel some type of way about stuff like that. A 12-year-old should be at peace, focused on school, happy, living life. You feel what I'm saying? A child at 12 should not have that type of stress on their mind or on their heart. That's where their mental health starts declining. That's how kids start becoming depressed. That's when they start feeling suicidal. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We don't want to have those conversations about, the abusive mothers. You feel what I'm saying? These mothers that are neglecting their kids, or all their kids is in the system, and they pregnant by somebody else. So this person ain't got no friends. Ain't nobody sitting around talking about baby girl. Why don't you focus on getting your kids back instead of popping out another one? These are the conversations people won't have. They won't have those type of conversations with people, and I don't know why. I do not know why, but have no problem highlighting on a billboard and on TV a black man's downfalls. No problem with it. No problem with it, baby. The double standard is strong when it comes to that, and I don't think a lot of black women even understand, but a lot of y'all see it. A lot of y'all see these kids in pain because they not only don't have their father, they don't have their mother either. They don't have their mother either. Kids run around, holes in their sneakers, hungry, clothes are dirty, all type of stuff. All type of stuff, y'all. I see it all the time. I see it all the time. I hear about it all the time. All the time. But they got that nice outfit on. They got them designers on, baby. These are conversations that we need to have, because if we come to the table and have these kind of conversations, I'm not gonna say everybody's gonna get it and change, or people are gonna look in the mirror and be like, wow, hold up, they talking about me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, hold up, let me change. Some people want to change. If we start having these type of conversations, people are going to change. I believe in it. People are going to, look at their ways and change for themselves, change for their children. And black men, y'all ain't exempt. Y'all kids need y'all. Trust and believe that. Y'all sons is out here hurting, looking for a father figure in the streets, baby. You're not exempt. A hurt child is a hurt child. And I'm going to be upset at whoever hurt them, a father or a mother. Because I just feel like children shouldn't have to go through that. It's so many boys, it's so many young men that talk to me about the hurt behind not knowing their father. Their father, don't acknowledge them. They don't have no relationship. They don't have no father to go talk to. And that's when, our young black youth, they turn to the streets. They find a father in the streets. And sometimes it's not a good father figure. It's not a good father figure that they find in the streets. Black men, y'all got to step up, baby. Your kids need you. Your kids need you. These kids need you just like they need us. Just like they need us. I just pray, I'm just praying that we can get better as a community, because this ain't a get offended, this ain't a, oh, I think I'm better, so nah. That ain't what it's about. If I'm gonna ask a question, it's because at the end of the day, I want to get your mind working. Why ain't you working? Why ain't you doing this? What's up with this? What's up with that? I want to get your mind working. Because, baby, I can have a conversation with you that'll help you empower your life in a whole different way. And you will be ready to get on your A game. Ask people in the comments, they have spoke to me one-on-one. They spoke to me one-on-one. I don't mind lighting that fire inside of people. Because I know how it is to not have your priorities together. But you get them together. And that's what I want for people. You know what I mean? It's never too late to get yourself together. It's never too late, Black men, for you to start a relationship and be consistent with your children. Black women, the same thing. It ain't too late. Pick up the torch now. Pick up the torch now and start healing. Start that healing inside of your child. I had a young man vent to me and just was like, Miss Mia, like, do my dad not like me? And I'm like, that's not it. I said, that's not it. He loves you. He loves you. I don't want you to ever feel like your father don't like you. He loves you. You're a part of him. But the problem is our kids aren't seeing it. Our kids aren't seeing it. They need to see it and they need to feel it from us. Black men, they need to see it and feel it from you. Be consistent. Be consistent with your children. Your children are your priority, not a relationship. Your children are your priority. Women come and go, baby. Men come and go. Your children are always going to be there. Your children are always going to be there. And Black men, I don't want y'all to sit up and feel no type of way like, well, I ain't talked to my child in so long. I don't know if they going to receive me. Listen, your children love you. They love you. Deep down, they love you. And if they do say anything out the way, they saying it from hurt and they saying it from pain. And what you do with that hurt and that pain, you show them love. You show them love. You tell them you love them. Black men, your sons need to hear from you that you love them. They need that. They look up to y'all. They need that so bad. They need that so bad, y'all. I'm telling you. Y'all Black fathers, you tell your sons and your daughters the day that you love them. Tell them you love them. Start the healing process inside of them. I care about, our community. That's why I don't mind coming to the table, taking accountability. I don't mind sharing. I don't. Because if I could share me and what I've been through and how I've been wrong in so many situations and, how I walked down the wrong roads and I did the wrong things. If I could come and share that so it helps somebody else, that's what I want to do. I want us to be better. I want us to be greater. That's what I want for us. Cause I love us. We so great and we got so much potential. You feel what I'm saying? I thank God that the young girls that I mentored, that became kids, had kids at a young age. I thank God they're receiving. They're so receiving, y'all. They so receiving. And my one, she don't have no relationship with her mother at all. She's another one that was abused by her mother. She don't have that. She like, Miss Me, I wish you was my mom. She said, I love you. Everything you taught me. And I just tell her, I want you to be better. I want you to be greater. That's what I want for you. I want you to know that it's somebody out here that got your back and got your best interests. And that's why, I go back and I pull people up. Because right where they living in the projects, I lived there. I lived there. I was there, baby. I was there. I was there. But the fact that I can go, and teach them what I learned, teach them how I got out of there. You know what I mean? Like they say, I teach them this ain't forever. This is a stepping stone. Living here is a stepping stone. You use this time to go ahead and get that degree. You use this time to start that business. You use that time to get fully on your feet so you can 100% provide for you and your children. You use this time positively. That's what you do. I love y'all. Yes, it does. It takes a village, y'all. Jerry said it. It takes a village. We got to go ahead and get the village back. We got to get the village back. Back in the day, the village worked. It worked. We got to get the village back. We got to. We got to. I love y'all. So much. Thank you, Derek. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in with me today. Please take something from this video and be able to apply it to your life. Share it with somebody else. Plant that seed. That's what I come to do when I go live. I come to plant a seed inside of people. I really do. But I love y'all. Y'all have a great day. Friday. I'm excited about Friday. To my small business owners and my entrepreneurs, I'm so excited. I was up all night. I think I'm on like 3 hours of sleep. We are putting this project together. It's going to be big. It's going to be big for our culture. It's going to be big for our community. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be big. I'm excited about it. Don't forget, Friday at noon, I will be live for a major announcement for all entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, business owners. We about to take it to the next level. I want to see y'all hit 6 figures. That's what I want to see y'all do. I want to drive traffic to your business. I want to promote your business on my platform. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. So make sure I tune in with me Friday. I'll see y'all later on. And y'all have an amazing day. And don't let nobody mess your day up. You see what I'm saying? You better smile. And when you get off this live, I want you to say some positive affirmations over yourself. You say, I am great. I'm going to do great things. I am strong. Strength is my portion. I want you to speak some great things over yourself because you great. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.